Hello, this video is demonstrating a new parametric truck dock part that is purchasable from my website, and this part is goes onto the parametric styles when it installs. So if you take a look at the parametric styles tab of your style palette when you import the package that gets sent to you, you'll get a parametric models truck dock folder with the truck dock model in it. On the editor, if you take a look, you can see the model here, and then all the controllable sizes. So you have the minimum wall height along the ramp. That's if the ramp extends past the surface and you need to continue that wall. You can control that. The ramp elevation change is from the bottom up to the top of the ramp here. You can control the ramp percentage and slope, the sidewall heights, the bottom of the truck docks, bottom slab here, length and thickness and depth, width, and then your wall thicknesses. So let's go ahead and do a demonstration of this. So I've got a simple building here. I want to add a truck dock in this location. I'll go to my draw and generic object, and then I'm going to place my truck dock. I'll put it here. And it's rotated the opposite way, so it's showing up in the building. So we're going to go to the Z-axis and we'll rotate this 180 degrees. And now we can start to see our truck dock here. Let's slide it out. Alright, so playing around with some of the sizing and how this works, what you'll want to do is just slide this up against the building, and you want it to be this concrete wall on this face here is meant to go right underneath your building. So just so that you see a concrete wall there, because it is going to end up below your surface. So let's slide that into the building slightly so the walls, that top part touches the building there. Once you get that aligned pretty good, you should be alright. This building doesn't appear to be exactly square here the way it was drawn in, so you can play around with slight rotation angles and ever so slightly give some adjustments to this. I can see the angle is now 180.57. So if I want to play around with that more, I can type in something, but this will get me pretty close. You might want 180.25. There, that's a bit closer. So that's how you can kind of position it. Next, playing around with the sizing, let's maybe we don't want one this wide. It's 40 feet as it comes in. Maybe we only want 30 feet. So you can make that adjustment, and the part resizes. And then if you want the depth here, where the truck dock is at, if you want to play around with that number, you can make some adjustments here. It comes in at 4 feet to start. And then you also control this ramp height and the elevation change. So let's go ahead and lower this down. So when I offset vertical, I want it to be -4 because my depth here is 4. So I can start to see now I've got it set up so the walls do stick up above the surface, so they by default those are set up that way. You can control the sidewall height is what that is. So I've got it set at 5 foot when it comes in, so you can make those adjustments if you want those walls to be larger or not. Now the interesting situation with this site in particular is this ramp, or the surface, kind of falls away. If we don't want to make any modifications to the surface, then we can shorten this ramp and kind of pull it back to where it daylights roughly for the model. So in this location, let's say you have another situation where the ramp needs to come up higher out here. So we can do that. This will automatically calculate the length of the ramp based on your parameters that you enter in. So you're looking at ramp elevation change and what the ramp slope is. So if I change the slope to 8%, then the ramp gets longer. You do have the control over the width here. So maybe you don't need, I think, bottom length 10 foot. You can change this to 5 foot. Let's see that this, the start of the ramp now is here, which pulls this in. And maybe your elevation change of your ramp is 5 foot. So if you run into this situation, this is where the minimum wall height along the ramp comes into play. It does add this 1 foot, so it's using a 1 foot wall. So that's if your surface is kind of coming back this way, and you're falling away from the building. Okay. Provided some control there if that's needed. You can do that. Otherwise, in this situation, I think we need to go to about 3.5 feet. Gotta keep pulling back a little bit more, so let's go to 3 foot. Find that daylight point. And that's pretty good there. That'll get us pretty close for our presentation model. Next, I want to bring this over and square it up on the corner of the building, so let's slide this over. Alright, now the only problem is our surface is showing up here, so how do we get that to show up so we can actually see this truck dock in here? And the way to do that is we can create a coverage area, and I'm going to create a coverage area with a terrain hole and no border. And then I'm just going to draw a box around my truck dock here. That cuts a hole in the terrain. Now we've got a couple little overlapping edges here, and that's just the way this style is set up. So let's pull this back just to get out of the truck dock. And there we have it. Now we have a nice, quickly modeled truck dock on the side of our building that we can quickly get some edits in here. The other way to do it is to grade it out in Civil 3D, and then you'll have to add some walls manually that way. But this makes the process a bit easier to quickly add in a truck dock and how to model it with this part. Thanks for watching.